too. I learned a lot of things. I've been doing me, I've been doing okay. Come fuck with me, be my Beyonce. Know you love me, but girl, you're crazy. She's so great.
Welcome back to Let's Help You Grow Now, because I'm here to help you grow. Today I'm going to be doing a reaction to Dave Chapelle, How to Gain Confidence and Rise to Success. You know what I'm saying? You got to have, like, I know a lot of folks be telling me, like, hey, Scorpio, you got a lot of confidence, bro. You know, this took practice, this took time. So I didn't just wake up with confidence. So Dave Chapelle should finna explain to you guys how to have confidence and rise to success. Simple as that.
Carol, how do you find peace?
In my family, in my friends, in my work. You know, I sincerely make a point, literally, I make a point to manufacture quality memories because it's the only thing I believe they can't take away. The idea of being courageous is that even though you're scared, you just do the right thing anyway.
Yeah.
So in 2004, I walked away from $50 million. And in November, I made a deal for $60 million. For the most part, man, I try not to pay attention.
Yeah, because you're gonna have to decline certain deals, certain money. That's why I said all money is not good money. Y'all gonna learn that eventually.
Because you don't want to be careful as a company. You know what I mean? I try to keep my business like small enough so it can still be authentic enough.
Dave Chapelle is an American actor and producer. He is widely regarded as one of the most influential comedians of his generation. Chapelle first gained widespread recognition for his appearances on the popular sketch comedy series. Chapelle's show throughout his career, he has been known for his fearless approach to comedy and his willingness to tackle controversial subjects such as race, politics, and social issues.
Motivation, inspiration for artists.
My older brother was like freakishly good looking dude. You know, me, I mean, I'm all right. But, you know, everyone in my family was light complected, except for me. And I'm telling you, from a young age, I noticed people were treating me different. But I didn't understand why they were treating me different. Yeah. And I do believe to this day that has something to do with it. And that was the best thing that ever happened to me. Yeah. Best thing, because before that time, I had never bombed, let alone got booed off stage. And bombing was horrifying. Nobody wants to bomb. Nobody, you know, when people say you do comedy, what happens if nobody laughs? I don't know.
Exactly.
So that night was liberating because I failed so.
Hey, just like, you could tell when someone is really a true comedian just by this nigga talking, bro. It's like, he's funny.
So far beyond my wildest nightmares of failing that it was like, hey, they're all booing. My friends are here watching, my mom. This is not that bad. And after that, I was
get used to it.
To get it.
No, like, y'all gotta understand though, like, when y'all letting folks listen to y'all music and stuff, bro, just get it over with, bro. It don't matter what they talking about, just get it over with. That way, because what people who do be doing stuff like that, because majority of the time they just trying to trigger you and make fun of you. Like, they not really, even if your music is good or whatever the case may be, they'll still try to find some type of way to cap on you for you to give up on yourself, etc. They just messing with you, bro. Just testing you. You feel me? Like, I just take it as a test. And then once you get so much criticism, and I'm not saying all criticism is bad or all criticism is folks trying to make fun of you and cap on you. I'm just saying for the most part, the shit they are. But don't let that stop you though, because it's just a test. Take it as a test. Because trust me, if you let someone hear your song, etc., just imagine when you get on stage, etc., what you're going to have to deal with. Like, that's going to be even more in your face, pause, and something you have to deal with.
Into the New York comedy circuit, it's a very closed circuit. And I got in all these clubs in like a week, 2 weeks. Like, that's just reputation. Have you seen this kid? Have you seen this kid? I was like that dude.
Body, being in your own head and being isolated is dangerous. But for artists, This is a very daunting task because we do have a need for people that's like inflated. I don't even know what the word would be, but it's a really profound need. And I worry about people. You know what I mean? Like just a year in isolation, it can do a terrible thing to somebody. Any of the stuff that I did, because everything helped in some way, form, or fashion. Even if the help was to just inform me about something, I don't know. I don't take that kind of inventory. For me, like I don't know. I just remember from the inside out. I don't know what other people think about stuff like that, and I try not to seek that information out. There have been a couple times I might have drank something and Googled myself, but I try not to like swim in the deep water of other people's opinions. For the most part, man, I try not to pay attention to it because you don't want to be careful as a comedian. You know what I mean? I try to keep my business like small enough so it can still be authentic enough. You get on the big stage.
Don't let career burnout keep you from the job of your dreams.
Make sure y'all like,
Degree
comment,
from
subscribe.
Charleston Southern University and get
On the big stage, you gotta be a little more careful. So I stay off the big stage.
Go with the flow.
Through a real tough time, man, like just readjusting. And my mom bought me this Time magazine with Bill Cosby on the cover, Cosby Inc. Me and the guy had a lot of stuff in common, like some of the quotes he would say. And I just remember, like after reading that stuff, I put it down and it was like, I'm gonna be a comedian. And man, I'm telling you, I could see it so clearly.
Yeah.
So clearly, man. This is it. I was so excited. I told my family, I had an announcement to make. I'm going to be a comedian. It was like real. Because I was always funny. I'm the youngest kid. The youngest kid in the family usually plays that role of the tension breaker, right? I was that dude. And that's when my mom suggested that maybe I go to a comedy club and check it out. It was funny. I was talking to a guy. He basically said to me that comedy is a reconciliation of paradox. And I think that was a irreconcilable moment for me, that I was in this very successful place, but the emotional content of it didn't feel anything like what I imagined success should feel like. It just didn't feel right. Fear. The idea of being courageous is that even though you're scared, you just do the right thing anyway. So in 2004, I walked away from $50 million. And in November, I made a deal for $60 million. But I think a lot of, especially in comedy, a lot of it has to do with intent.
And your intent is?
To make people laugh, to reconcile paradox. I'm like just openly, sometimes I'm just openly bent. I think that when you get to a certain altitude, there's more scrutiny over the things you say because the platform is so powerful. My career as I'm getting older, I start thinking about a larger picture than just like a show or this, that, or the other. I'm in that phase of my career, even though I'm still kind of a young guy. I'm thinking about a legacy. Because I'm young, but I've been, it's like you.
You're younger than me.
You look barely, but you've been in the business.
Barely.
So you're a young woman, but you've been in business for decades. I mean, young man.
I remember the 30, I think 34 or 30, this year, 34 years.
Yeah, I'm 30, that's the same. I started, my
April 14th.
87 when I started.
So it's 1 year left. Yeah.
And all these years later, I still love doing it, but I do have a feeling like I'd like it to be a little more meaningful than just, writing a joke and then taking it to market. I want to build something that will last beyond me.
Dave Chapelle, how do you find peace? Where do you find your peace?
In my family, in my friends, in my work. Yeah. I find peace primarily in those places. I'm talking about worldly peace. I'm a real lucky man. And COVID was great for me, because it really helped me realize how lucky I am.
was able to do things and help other people do things that, you know, this was a show of a time. Like I never lived through a time like that. And I don't think the hard part is over.
No, I do. I feel like there's another epidemic, and the epidemic is going to be of mental health.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah, sure. I mean, the one thing about putting anything out is you can't control how it's going to be received. When it comes to art, right? Results matter.
Yeah.
So if I listen to a Drake record and I like it, and then somebody comes behind that and starts telling me everything that's in the hot dogs, I ate the hot dog and I like it. It's done. Right. You know what I mean? However, if I'm making art, I would rather do it myself. Got it? That for me, part of it is like, what can I come up with? And I'm engaging with people. But I don't mind people that make their art via committee. If there's, you know, I don't know what to do.
Because the results, like you said, the results matter.
I ate the hot dog. I like the hot dog.
Shape your own destiny. And
Get out of there. Because the guy that
and to be honest with you, the results matter. Like even with your music, yeah, the results matter, but don't make that your primary focus. You know what I'm saying? Because the results are going to come if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing at your highest ability, right? The results are going to come. Trust me.
showed everybody you can make it from DC to Hollywood. And I had a personal stake in his success. Every time he did something, it made me feel inspired and really good. And he was always real nice to me. He'd sit me down, what's going on with you, baby boy? What? And talk about comedy, whatever. And, you know, when we did Blue Streak, we were promoting it, you know, and Martin had a stroke. He almost died. And then after that, I saw him. I was like, oh my God, Martin, are you okay? And he said, I got the best sleep I ever got in my life. It's how tough he is. So let me ask you this. What is happening in Hollywood that a guy that tough will be on the street waving a gun, screaming, they are trying to kill me? Yeah. What's going on? Why is Dave Chapelle going to Africa? Why does Mariah Carey make a $100 million deal and take clothes off on TRL? A weak person cannot get to sit here and talk to you. Ain't no weak people talking to you. Yeah. So what is happening in Hollywood? Nobody knows. The worst thing to call somebody is crazy, is dismissive. I don't understand this person, so they're crazy. That's bullshit. These people are not crazy. They're strong people. Maybe the environment is a...
Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe.
Environment is a little sick.
Middle school here, I went back to Washington.
Now you seen a crazy ad just popped up. See, the internet is very smart. So what y'all watch what y'all say, because it's very smart. The AI, whatever they got going on, will track it. But yeah, pretty much if someone doesn't understand you, bro, they quit to call you crazy. Just because they don't understand where you're coming from. Oh, this person crazy. Don't just ignore that.
For my freshman year in high school. And by that time, crack had come out. And it was completely new. It was like seeing a before and after picture of same place. The city changed dramatically with crack. And I socially, I wasn't ready for what that meant.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started doing stand-up my freshman year in high school. I was 14. And it was literally as easy as like my dad looked in the phone book, found a comedy club. He said, go ahead, call. And I called and it changed my life. I found out what open mics were. I would go to the comedy club and just watch comedians and get the money from my bands.
So your parents were very, very supportive of you.
Very much, because at that time, if you think of all the terrible things that I could have been doing, all I wanted to do was watch these comedians perform. I was fascinated with the relationship between these comedians and these crowds. I liked it before I saw it, but when I saw it live, I couldn't believe like this actually works. Right. Well, you know, freedom was not a privilege. It's a right. You have the right to be free. But with this right, there's an enormous amount of responsibility. And most people just see the amenities of freedom.
You can hear that. Freedom is not a privilege, it's a right.
But it is a responsibility. A free man has to really consider his actions and try to do good and take care of other people and, you know, and not be an oppressor and all these things, you know, in a multitude of ways. And it makes you more sensitive to what everyone's doing. I have effectively minimize my stress. And I exercise. And all these factors I think will contribute to my quality of life. Maybe not the length of my life, but who knows, we can get hit by a bus, catch some kind of wild cold or Zika or something. I don't know what's gonna happen. So I just don't worry about it. I just chill and do shows that I dream about. It's like a fantasy show. Maybe living the dreams though, but it's not easy. You know, I sincerely make a point, literally, I make a point to manufacture quality memories. Because it's the only thing I believe they can't take away.
Yeah, and they really can't. All your music, they can't take that away from you, man. They can't take your talent away. But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Check the links in my description if you want to grow in your music career.
I learned a lot of things. I've been doing me, I've been doing okay. Come fuck with me, be my Beyonce. When you love me, but